Every single space that we plant native plants, we are building habitat. The great thing about insects is they're really, really tiny. A little pot on your porch that has some native plants and a variety of native plants in it, a butterfly can use that for much of its life cycle. Ants can feed off of plants that are providing sugar water for them or other types of things that are attracting them to come to those plants in a very, very small space. So there really is kind of no space too small to put in native plants.
So that's one of my favorite things about insects, is insects are tiny, and they're tiny and vitally important. Because they're so small, you don't need a massive expanse of area to be able to protect them adequately. As long as you have a backyard or even, window boxes. If you plant a window box with native plants that are going to attract those native bees. So by just increasing habitat on a really local scale, we can make a really big difference. If every family in a neighborhood actually puts together a native pollinator garden, and of course the species in that are going to depend on your area, but there's some really great resources to find what those species are, we can vastly increase the amount of habitat available to insects, and then we'll see that bottom of the food chain stabilize. If we can get that bottom of the food chain to stabilize, the rest of it will as well.
We have to remember that while I might be able to put one planter on my stoop, you might be able to put one planter on your stoop, and somebody down the road might have a little traffic island that they can plant some plants at, and somebody else has a small backyard vegetable space that they can put plants right along the edge. Then it becomes a corridor for those species to find what they need all throughout the space.
I really think shrinking the lawn is a great thing to do no matter what, and you could put anything there. You could put trees, shrubs, you could put ground covers, you could build an actual garden, or you could just put in some things and see what happens. So I don't think there's any wrong way to start. You just have to start.